A good few years. Few years? Few years. So I think this is the first thing I've filmed. Oh, I'm dark again. I think this is the first thing I've filmed this week. I've been busy. I've been streaming every day. I just watched, well, rewatched for the first time in a few years. I rewatched Iron Man 2. I've got to do some dishwashing while I talk. I couldn't remember how I felt about it because it had just been so long, and I felt like I needed to watch it and I could talk about it a little bit in the vlog and then on Twitter as well. So 2010, I remember seeing it with my father. My dad and I went and saw it together. And I remember when I was 10 years old, I didn't hate it. I didn't love it, but it was a good time. The briefcase Iron Man suit, still an iconic suit up scene. That's when he gets the triangle arc reactor. He has the palladium poisoning throughout the movie. And then Whiplash is there. And Whiplash is supposed to be the villain or whatever. Here's what I never remember about that movie every time I watch it. I always forget that Black Widow is like in the whole movie. I always remember it as like she's there at the beginning and she's there at the end. But there's Scarlett Johansson the entire time, just hanging out, being Natalie. Nick Fury's in there more than I always remember, and Coulson is in there more than I remember, which is interesting because, like, in the MCU, Coulson hasn't been there since the first Avengers movie, which is totally weird. I wonder if Tony Stark, before he died, ever knew that Coulson was still alive. Is that even canon anymore? Is Coulson dead in MCU canon now? Is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. canon? I don't think it is anymore, but I don't remember. Let's recap everything that happens in that movie in terms of just storylines. We have palladium poisoning / Tony wants to kill himself. Check. We have Rhodey and the government wanting the Iron Man suit. That's 2. Justin Hammer wanting to make stuff for the army, for the military. That is 3. Ivan. We have Whiplash. 4. S.H.I.E.L.D. and that whole thing. 5. We have Tony and Pepper. 6. There's a lot happening in Iron Man 2. And the problem with it is that none of it really, well, not none of it. Some of it doesn't fit with the rest. Particularly having Justin Hammer and also having Ivan. They don't really go together by the end of the movie. It ends up feeling kind of forced. At the beginning, you can't tell, but by the end, it's kind of weird. The stuff with Pepper is weird. The stuff with Tony and the palladium poisoning is also weird and kind of out of nowhere. The stuff with Tony's dad is really, really good, but also out of nowhere, and he tries to resolve this multiple times in the MCU, which is very interesting. The reveal of Iron Man 2 is that Tony's father, Howard, has left him this secret element that he couldn't synthesize, and that it was up to Tony, and Tony was the best creation he's ever made. Meanwhile, in Civil War, a point of contention is still his father. It's kind of weird, you know? It definitely could have been done better, but it's not bad. It just could have been done better, which is a shame. Whiplash sucks, straight up. He's cool in the Monaco fight, and then he's not Whiplash for the rest of the movie until the very end, and he just sucks. He's boring, he dies immediately, he is a Russian hacker man, and that's all he does, and that's it. More interesting character ends up actually being Justin Hammer, which is honestly cool. I want to see him again because they don't kill him or anything. He just goes away. I think seeing him in the MCU would be cool. Sony and Marvel's obsession with making Spider-Man villains also being Tony Stark Iron Man villains. It wouldn't surprise me if Justin Hammer has something to do with the Sinister Six, and I could get behind that. The actor who plays Justin Hammer, Sam Rockwell, he's fantastic in Jojo Rabbit, and he's pretty good in Iron Man 2. I think that would be a really, really cool thing to do with Spider-Man. As much as I hate they keep tying him to Iron Man, that would be nice. It also kind of wraps up neatly with a bow the fact that Peter Parker is technically in Iron Man 2, that little kid who almost gets killed by the hammer robot. So the movie's really all over the place, kind of like I am right now. The best parts, honestly, is Tony with his father, the palladium poisoning, and Black Widow. Everything about Black Widow is so good. And, of course, Scarlett Johansson looking fine as usual. Yeah, Iron Man 2, messy, perfectly watchable, pales in comparison to a lot of other MCU movies. And just a lot of other movies in general. It's about a 6 out of 10. It's fine. It's watchable every good few years. But in no way is it my favorite Iron Man movie. The first Iron Man is one of the best superhero movies ever made. And I forget that until I watch it. Every time I watch it, I think about how good it is. And I've watched it fairly recently as well. It is fantastic. The second one, not so much. Finishing up dishes here, because I made some pizza after my stream tonight. I cut it a little short. Burke went to bed earlier than I expected, and Cole was not on, so I didn't have anyone to play video games with. Well, I'll talk to you hopefully at some point before I have to end this vlog. I'm sorry they've been such weird lengths recently, and their subject matter has been all over the place. Normally I want to do like I pull my camera out every day and talk to you. However, I forget, or there's nothing to say, but sometimes I just only film once a week and I don't know why I do that, but it happens. Okay, I'll talk to you. So it is the morning of Saturday the 12th. I've been up for a while. After my stream Friday night / Saturday morning, I decided to watch a few movies. One of them I'd never seen before, one of them I had definitely seen before. The one I hadn't seen, I watched first. It was called Ocean's 11. It's an old movie, early 2000s, and it is a heist movie. There's a lot of people in it. It's actually pretty good. It's a solid comedy heist movie. Not bad, honestly. Really enjoyable. Good suspense. Not cringy. There's a good banter between the characters. You know, George Clooney, Brad Pitt. I'm blanking on their names. The guy who plays Rhodey and, oh my god, Bernie Mac. They're all in that movie. Plus, there's other characters or other people as well who I don't really know, but I recognize. It's a good movie. It's fun. Ocean's 11, by the way, probably like a 7 out of 10. Then I was thinking about Batman, and I almost did this a few days ago as well. I decided to rewatch Batman Forever. That was something, to say the least. I like Batman 1989. It's fine. It's not great. I like Batman Returns, actually. I genuinely like that movie. Batman Forever, I know I don't really enjoy. So I rewatched it just to see how I really felt and cement it in my brain. That movie just blows. It's really bad. Like, I tweeted, it is spectacularly bad. So much so, it's one of those movies that when you watch it, I watched it alone. I think it would be one of those movies that I could watch with my friends and we could just make fun of and trash the entire time. So many scenes are out of place. so many actions are out of place. There's so many storylines happening. The guy who plays Dick Grayson, Chris O'Donnell, he looks like he's 35, but he's supposed to be playing like a 18-year-old. I don't know. It's so weird. Val Kilmer is like kind of good, but also kind of not. And like he keeps putting on this fake Batman voice, but sometimes he does it in scenes where he's Bruce Wayne. He just like deepens his voice for no reason. It's so odd. And then you have like Jim Carrey as the Riddler. Really isn't that bad, taking that it's Jim Carrey. It's very on brand for 90s Jim Carrey. And honestly, the Riddler, depending on the version. Then you contrast that with the oddly serious tone with Batman and Robin, the sometimes serious and well done Two-Face, and then the other bit of Two-Face, which is just cartoony as shit. You end up getting a really like messy movie. It's just so messy and like bad, but it's fun. It's got some dumb moments that are very entertaining. And I think that's where I tweeted about it. It's a very entertaining movie in a lot of ways, and it's one you could easily tear apart with your friends, but it just sucks. 5 out of 10. Maybe I'll rewatch Batman and Robin. I don't know if I can put myself through that. Okay, well, I'm gonna go to bed now. Try to get some sleep. You know what I haven't done in a while on this vlog? I haven't vacuumed in a while, and I haven't done chores on the vlog in a while. That used to be like a staple of something that I would do because I didn't really have much to film. I haven't done that in a long time, mostly because I haven't cleaned in a long time. Don't tell my mom. So I'm just gonna vacuum because it's like gross. There's like, it's not like crumbs and shit, but like just general ick from a lot of spiders mostly. And I'm gonna vacuum around things and I'll film some of it, I guess. I've been using this chair for about 1.5 years, and I've never cleaned it. This results in what might be considered kind of gross buildup of crumbs and shit. No one talks about that with these chairs. Well, just what's in there, which is hair and just general gross, disgusting crumbs and gunk. So I'm going to use the vacuum, clear that shit out of both sides, and get this chair back to where it should be. Hey, this vlog is really chonky, so I'm gonna be straight up quick with this work time breakdown recap thing. If I'm being honest with you, the week of September 7th through 13th, week 67, a little bit of a letdown, total of 1994 minutes, good year. 33 hours and 16 minutes in total. I took 2 days off this week, and the rest of it I didn't stream a whole hell of a lot as compared to usual. But you know what? It is what it is. I did that cleaning. That was really nice. It's still pretty clean in here. I'm glad I did that. Anyways, thank you for watching. You can feel free to check out my Twitch channel down below. I stream there every day at around 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's twitch.tv/SkullHQ. You can also feel free to subscribe here because I upload a vlog about once a week, usually edited with some cool music and stuff like this. Anyways, that's it. I'll see you later. Take care.